It was really good to focus on a policy that I care a lot about and learn more about it and like how it is impacted on the local and state and federal level and not just like in my school specifically. It was like a call to action kind of thing. I want to do more now in my school to kind of help what I focused on today.
As professionals, educators should have the confidence and tools to understand and impact education policies. One of our clinics is WEPOP, the Wisconsin Education Policy Outreach and Practice Clinic. Through WEPOP, we work to change the way educators, community members, and even youth think of themselves as policy experts, policy makers, and policy advocates.
I feel like I had a very strict definition of what policy was before coming here, but my idea has broadened since being here.
We feel like when we hear policy that that's not really our place. Maybe it's for people, like I said, like higher up in the art hierarchy, but being able to talk about it now, even before we actually start teaching, it allows us to feel like, oh, we do have like a part.
Student teaching sometimes can feel like alone, and we all have so many questions and we all have so many things we're thinking about and so many decisions we're making every single day.
First off, policy is so important, but I think giving this time to talk about it gave us an opportunity to just like sit within this topic and within this subject, and oftentimes in our classes we get talked at a lot.
I also learned that with collaboration and a lot of dialogue and talking to other people that it's way more powerful than just like your own thoughts in your head and keeping them stuck there if you get them out and talking to other people.
In our in-person and virtual policy workshops, we use a more expansive definition of policy that focuses on the written word, but also on policy discourse and policy practice. This way of thinking about policy encourages participants to think big.
It's a really powerful space. You have all these different people from different stages in their journey just coming together, engaging in conversations, and it's really uplifting to hear pre-service teachers naming and identifying issues on their own campuses.
I thought it was really cool to be in that small group and go from teachers feeling like I can't do anything, I don't have the power, I don't have the ability, I see these changes, I see these problems, to at the end of it feeling like, do you know what, I may not be able to do exactly what I want, but I can make steps and make small changes that are going to make me feel better about what I'm doing and be able to serve students in the way that I feel like they deserve to be served.
Teacher candidates draft action plans where they gather information and brainstorm solutions around real policy issues at their field sites. One important element of our policy workshops with pre-service teachers is a focus on equity and power dynamics. After reflecting on their action plans from their field sites, pre-service teachers in our programs create a power map to think deeply about their networks and envision how they'd like for their networks to grow, at the same time as they're growing their own agency around policy and education issues. Our data show that policy advocacy workshops build teacher candidates' own sense of identity and relationship with policy, allowing them to have a more nuanced understanding of policy, policy making, and advocacy. And importantly, pre-service teachers also come away from our workshops better understanding the power of collective action.
Each time I'm in these small groups, they see school differently. So, they're in this space where they are seeing school in new ways. They've been students in schools for a long time, but they're coming in as educators, so they see schools differently. And so catching them at this point where then they're starting to see the matrix, right? They're starting to see the policy landscape in ways that's different, that you can't unsee.
We are WEPOP, the Wisconsin Education Policy Outreach and Practice Clinic. We look forward to being in touch about ways to bring our policy advocacy workshops to you and your community.